Welcome again. So, as I told in the previous video, we will be discussing about list functions today. So basically, list functions are just a set of formula or set of formula which makes our list related operations faster and reliable. Okay, so let's get on to the topic. So the first list function that we are going to be doing here today will be delete. You guys may have already figured it out that DL stands for delete and the function of this function. Yeah, the function of this function. Okay, so let's see by deleting this value from the list name staff's name too. Let's see delete the variable name is staff's name to delete staff name 2's index 0 1 2 3 and 4. Okay, index 4. We have done the operation. Now let's check the value, whether the value is updated or deleted or not. Let's see the variable name is staff's name 2. See here we had 5 values: Ram, Sam, Harry, Louis and Ted. So the value in the index 4 0 1 2 3 and 4 has been deleted. You can see here. So the function del deletes any specific value in the list. Now another function that we'll be seeing here will be append function. So some of you guys may have already figured out the function of this append function. Listen clearly. Okay, so the function of this append function is to update the value in a list in Python. Let's see an example of this function. Okay, take an example that while entering the values or while entering the name of staffs in your list, you might have forgotten the name of any one staff to be entered. So let's enter the name of that staff whose name was forgotten. Let's see by using the append function. Let's open the value. The syntax will be variable name, that is staff's name 2 dot append. Let that value be anything. Okay, we have completed the operation. Now let's check the value, whether the value is appended or not. The variable name is staff's name 2. Okay, see here, the value has been updated. But keep in mind that while appending the value which has been updated in the list will always be stored in the last index of that list. So now let's move on to another list function, that is addition list function. It is clear by its name, addition of list. So let array1 might be equal to 1 2 3 4, and let array 2 might be equal to 3 5. Now let's use the addition list function. Let the output variable be array out, which will be equal to array 1 plus array 2. So now let's check the value of array out. Here the value has been displayed 1 2 4 3 and 5. See here, the value is in messed up form. This addition function does not display the value in maybe ascending order, maybe descending order, without mentioning the order, right? So if you want to display the value in any order, then you have to guide the order of output. And now the another function is max and min function. Okay, let the example be array out. Checking the maximum value in array out using the max function will be like maximum in array out. Just hit enter. See here, the output is 5. So without wasting much time, Python, compared to other programming languages, can find out the maximum value, minimum value, append the values in them and delete the values in the list with an ease. Let's check the minimum value of array out. See, the minimum value of array out has been displayed, that is 1. So now the other function that we'll be seeing here today is length function, that is len. So the function of this len function is also clear by its name, that is to calculate the length. Let's check the length of array out. See here, the length of array out variable is displayed here as 5. You guys may be confused as I told you before, that index like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the last index is 4. why the value has not been outputted as 4. This procedure, where the first index is always indexed as 0, will be used in only list, not in these functions. Last but not the least, that is count function. Okay, take an example that in some list variables, the value stored in the variables may be repetitive. Let's see the example. List 1 that may be equal to 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. See here, the value stored in this list 1 variable is repetitive. So to count how many times the same value has been repeated in the list variable, we use count function. Let's see the example of count function, that is list1 dot count the number of 1 in the function. So here comes an error. Let's take it as a learning process. While giving the values in any list variable, remember to enclose the values inside the double inverted comma. So let's do it one more time. List 1 that is equal to 1. This is it. Let's change it as list 2. So let's check how many times the value 1 has been repeated in the given list variable. We can see here the number of time 1 is been repeated in the variable is 3. Conclude that to identify how many times a single value is been repeated in the single list variable, we have to use count function. This much for today. See you guys in the next topic.